So you wanna know how to grow a small account, huh? Hey, I'm gonna show you today on how to do that. I'm gonna give you live examples on exactly how to do that, man. So make sure you stay tuned. Also, you know I gotta give you the scripture of the day, man. Scripture of the day, Proverbs 4:7. Wisdom is the principal thing, so get wisdom, and all that getting, get an understanding. So make sure y'all praying for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding every day. You feel me? So without further ado, let's get straight to this video.
Working a 9 to 5, I had to go and feed the gods. Nobody did it right, I had to show them how to grind. I had to beat the odds, this is the life I live for God. Taking a step at a time, we going up, we headed to Mars.
Yo, so right now, I'm in a trade that I just got in, 3-minute trade, believing that the market's gonna continue to shoot down. The reason why I got in this trade is because of all of the rejection. So we bouncing, we off resistance, and we headed back down to support level. And so pretty much what price has been doing, you already know, back testing. It's just been going in the same area, coming up, rejecting, dropping down. I see the stochastic, if you look closely, has crossed, heading down. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like this was a pretty good trade. I feel like it's gonna continue to drop. This zigzag will connect to this candle here pretty soon. Just did it. All right. And so from there, I think we're gonna continue to push. Like I said, I got a minute and 47 seconds, 46 seconds left. So we'll see how this plays out. But this is the kind of trades that I'm talking about, y'all. So you can either do 15 seconds on it, 10 seconds, however you want to do it. But these are the trades that I'm talking about. The ones that are below the 200 moving average, right? And then if you look, they stick between the middle, for the most part, the middle and then the bottom of the Keltner. And so that's what I'm looking for every time, right? The stochastic is not at the top or the bottom, but even if that's the case, it doesn't even matter because of the trade being on a downtrend already. So we just waited till it hit off resistance and we hopped in. You know what I'm saying? So I got a minute and pretty much a minute left on this trade. And then I'm gonna go ahead and look at another one because I believe we're gonna get this one unless they play me at the end. But I'm looking at this here. This trade has a lot of support and resistance zones. I mean, you could just see by looking at all the wicks everywhere that this has a lot of support and resistance zones. So let me click here, grab my rectangle tool so that way we can mark all this up. So trades like this, like I said, bouncing here, trying to head back up. This trade we got like 20, almost 20 seconds left on. So I might have to go take a look at it right quick to see where we at. Yeah, we real good, man. Look at this. Entry is great. Entry was perfect. And this is how you grow small accounts, y'all, for real. Like, you could do this all day. You could do it all day long. 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom, we got that. Money in the bank. All right. And so I don't even remember which one I was on. Here we go. This trade here is real choppy, but like I said, same rules apply though. You know, we looking for it to bounce off support or resistance like it just did recently. But since this is so choppy, it's kind of really hard to play around with it, but we'll see. Let's see what we got here. All right, we're gonna go here. This zone up here hasn't been hit yet. So I'm believing, you know, that we can go up and hit it, but it gotta pass all this too, because it's a smaller zone in here. So what I like to do when I got a smaller zone, grab me a horizontal line, make it a little bigger, probably like a 5P, and then I'll put that about right in here. Right in there. All right, then we change this color to like blue. All right, so y'all seeing that? Now the market is usually gonna stick between these two zones. So if you got a real, you know, bouncy zone from the top to the bottom, it's pretty much gonna do the same thing. You just kind of gotta time the trade just right. So with this one, I would probably wait till it gets up here and then sell instead of trying to buy it on the way up, because I feel like we done already missed the buy. We should have caught the buy right when it hit. So with a trade like this, I would try to catch it, you know what I'm saying? Once it hit here, I would try to catch it on the sell on the way down. So this is how you mark this trade up. I'm trying to see if it's gonna give it to me. While that's doing this thing, I'm gonna go look at another pair. I'm trying to move this one over here. Matter of fact, I'll just delete this and delete this. I'm gonna go look at another pair. Let's see, we saw American Express, Cisco. Let me go look at Cisco. Okay, I'm liking Cisco. I already see a zone at the top, resistance that it just hit off of recently. All right, and I do believe we're gonna be going back up. The reason why is because we are above the 200 moving average. So since we are above it, I do believe we will be going back up. You know what I'm saying? And then if I look at the pattern, look at the pattern. So these candles, it just dropped below the middle, but as you can see, this 10, this 50 was just carrying the candles all the way up. It started breaking through them. Now it's starting to pass back above them. So we'll see how much of a drop they give us before it goes back up. But I do believe this will be a good buy. Just trying to figure out how long to hold it. You know what I'm saying? Let me go check on Boeing. We almost to the zone I was looking for, so it's getting close to that zone. We hit that zone and it's money bags. But sometimes you really just got to be patient with these trades because you don't want to overdo it. And that's how it is with a small account. Like, you can't rush your trades, so you really got to have precise entries or else it's going to get ugly. So I just usually go through these couple pairs and see where the market is. This one's kind of doing the same thing again. It's doing the same thing again. I'm trying to see this one. If it's finally gonna give us that drop, it looked like it still want to go up a little bit. So I'm gonna let that work. I'm gonna let that work. I'm gonna let that marinate. I'm gonna go look at one more, and then we could just cipher through these. Johnson & Johnson, yeah, let me go check out Johnson & Johnson. Johnson & Johnson almost look like, is that Boeing that's choppy like that? Yeah, it almost look like Boeing a little bit. That up and down market. With this, same rules apply again. We grab the rectangle tool. We just find zones in the same area to touch. All right, so we're gonna go here. I'm gonna stretch this out because I know this is a potential area that it could hit. You know what I mean? And then I'll find the bottom on this one. And we'll stretch that out as well. And then we just usually let these ride and bounce in between. And I believe you can set alerts on here, not sure, for when it bounces in a certain area, or just set a pending order if it reaches that area. So here's my zone, and then I do got a small zone right here in the middle. I don't know if y'all can see it, but I'll draw a horizontal line right there so y'all can catch it. I'm gonna show y'all right here. I just gotta make this a little bigger, and then we'll do that blue as well. Little zone right up in here. And so we may catch a drop here. Don't know. So this is the zones. Now we looking good. All right. This one just started bouncing off the zone again, but I believe it's gonna try to break through. We almost to this zone, looking for the sell here pretty soon. If it's not trying to sell right now, it may be trying to sell right now. I see the stochastic trying to cross, but I don't really know about that. This one's coming back to our zone. So this may be another good trade to hop in on the sale. I'm gonna go ahead and sell once here again. And we're gonna see where we're gonna see how we do on that one. This probably would have been a good one. It already started dropping. I'm trying to see. Yeah, it's coming up there to that zone. I believe it's gonna break out eventually. I just don't know exactly when. So, trying to debate. Yeah, I don't know yet. We're gonna see. So far, this one is in profit, but we'll see for how long. We'll see, because it may be the time that it wants to break out. So we'll check that one out. And so I just go through these, man. And I know these ain't gonna drop too far because it wants to go back up. So this is what I'm gonna do on this one. I'm gonna get in like 3 or 4 times here because I do believe that this will continue up in the next 3 minutes. And if it doesn't, then that was just a bad call on my part. You know what I'm saying? But I do believe, just based off what it's been doing, like I said, it usually bounces here, goes back up. So we'll see. This one's playing around, so I don't know if we're gonna get this one, man. It's like close. This one is closed for real. It's like it could, but we don't know. They could want to try to finally break through, but we'll have to see on that. Yeah, because all the moving averages are starting to cross. So I got 2 minutes left on this candle. So hopefully, see, this is what I'm talking about, how it bounces in these zones and then goes back up. Hopefully we can get that same movement. I wish I would have got in a little bit further at the bottom, but we'll see if we can get that. I got a minute left on this one. Hopefully we get some, hopefully it rejects again in the next minute. And let me get that. Looks like these ones is gonna come down to the wire. I at least need one. If I miss this one, at least give me these three, man. If I miss this one, at least give me these three. You feel me? It look like we might get it. If we do get this one, it's lit. But I know this is a zone, so it might continue to bounce off and shoot back down again. So we'll just have to see. But this one here, it's looking like we may not get this apple trade, especially with the moving averages crossing. Now, if it bounce in the next 30 seconds and come back down here, that was lit. If not, then, oh yeah, this trade starting to look lovely. It's starting to break out this zone right here. So this trade is looking promising. Just keep going. There you go. Keep on going. I'm cool on missing this trade if I can get these other three. You know what I'm saying? If they can give me these other three, I am cool on that. That is a nice entry. Broke out of this zone, headed up to the next one. Yeah, so we did not get the Apple trade, but it's looking like I got 46 seconds left on Cisco, and we got a great entry. Hopefully in the next 46 seconds, they don't shoot all the way back down there, which I doubt it. But yeah, this is how you mark the trades up. Like I said, I told you the reason why I took this trade was because the market was already above the 200. If you look at the candles, back testing them, they all drop in between the moving averages. Once they get close to the moving averages, they bounce off and shoot back up. So the moving averages is acting as support and resistance as well. This zone right here got hit a couple times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 5 times. So I knew eventually it's gonna have to break through. So it looks like we got this one. 3, 2, 1, boom. Man, that's what I'm talking about. So this is basically how you grow a small account. Right now we're looking at Facebook. Like I said, the reason why I'm looking at this in particular, let me go get this draw tool out. If you look at these candles, right, they're all sticking right in here, right? They haven't dropped below the 200. They haven't dropped down here. They usually bouncing right off of this. And so that's what I'm going for, okay? That's exactly what I'm looking for. Now, I don't want to get in while the market is already pushing up. I want to wait until the market is pushing down this way, right? Like right in here or somewhere in here before I buy. So this is one that I'll look at. I'll mark this one up as well, so that way y'all can see. Now, like I said, if you ever want to grow a small account, the best way to do it is long-term trades. Like I said, you could do it with 15 seconds, but you're going to put your account at more risk, honestly. Now, I've done it, you know what I'm saying, with small amounts, but you're just going to be a lot more risk. Longer term trades give you a chance to mark the chart up real good to really see what it's doing, right? Potentially, we're going to get a bounce in here based off of the resistance and the zones I see here. We're going to get a bounce. We should be shooting back down here shortly, and then I'll be able to look at this one. Okay, so we'll keep this in the works. I'm going to take all the rest of these off and then re-add them as I'm going. So Facebook, we'll add McDonald's. I usually do like the first 4 or 5. So then we'll go through here. We'll go look at McDonald's. McDonald's is looking like an uptrend as well, but we do have a heavy zone. I don't know if y'all can see it, but I see it right off the back. And you got to learn how to train your eyes to see all these zones, all these resistance zones right off the back. You see how all the touches in here? Big rejections, all right? And so we know, okay, if we get up here, we're going to sell. But mainly, I'm looking for the buys, you know what I'm saying, once we get, to a certain point. So I'll add these. I'll add another one here. And this is usually how I work my system. I usually, like I said, just mark the chart up first. When I'm doing long term, mark it up to see where we at, so I can see the zones, and then I'll just let them ride out. So I'm gonna go back to Facebook, It's starting to break through the zone. So honestly, if I would have got in on a buy on this one, I could have, but I didn't want to risk it. So I usually just let to see how this play out. So we'll just keep letting this ride. I'll let this one ride. I'm gonna look at Microsoft right quick. Microsoft would definitely be a good sell here pretty soon. I see one zone right in here. And then I'll be looking for the market, like I said, push down because it has to form the new zigzag. So this is something you can look at. Look at the stochastic, spread out, head it back down this way, right? And then also look at the zigzag. So the zigzag form here, pushing the candles down, it has to form a new zigzag to come back up. You see what I'm saying? So it'll look something like this here. It has to form a new zigzag, right? Then it comes up again, new zigzag form. It just keeps doing that the whole time, all right? So that way y'all got that. Let me make sure this is off of here. So the new zigzag just formed as we was just talking about it, okay? Usually when that happens, it usually pushes the candles back up, but I think we're gonna continue to push down on this. So now I'm just looking for entries on these top three right here. This is what I'm looking for right here on Facebook. You see the patience? I'm waiting on it to shoot down, right, to a certain zone, and then I'm ready to buy it up. So I'm gonna go about $75 on this one. All right, so I'm gonna buy one here. All right, and if it keeps shooting down, I'll buy a couple more. But I usually want to get in on multiple positions. I'll buy two here, and if it shoots down any more, then I'll buy my last couple. But we're gonna let these run then. And the reason why I'm doing that is because, hold on, let me see. I'm gonna buy the last two here, the last couple here. Now watch how this plays out, y'all. Watch how this plays out. Another zone right here, rejection. I got 3 minutes, okay? No panic. We just take our time. We let the market do what it's gonna do, and we come out profitable. Now I'm gonna show you why I'm so confident in this, because of this zone right here. See? This whole thing here is a zone. All right. And as you notice, this is usually where the market comes. Bounces in here, rejects, heads back up. Okay? So that's why I don't be worried about what's going on. I just let the market play out how it's gonna play out. All right? And so we just watch this thing play out. We got a minute or so on these. These are probably the ones at the top. But as we get rejection, we'll start heading back up in these directions. So we'll watch this play out. We'll even go as far as to look at these other ones. A lot of rejection in here. All right, so we'll just sit here and watch this play out. We got about, like I said, a minute 25 on these. We also got like a minute and 30 or so, 42 or so on these. So now if we could push past this zone, which it looked like it's trying to do, we're looking good. So we got about 30 seconds left. It is a lot of rejection here, so we're gonna see if we can push all the way up there. If we can, it's lit. Let me see if they're gonna try to play me at the last couple seconds. Let's see. Yeah, look like they're trying to play me at the last couple seconds, bruh. So that's one. Yeah, it played me on those. I'm gonna get these last ones though. So we back at 3 something. I'm gonna go in on the last couple of these here, only because I believe the market's getting ready to go back up finally. And we just gonna watch this play out now. And the reason why I'm so confident on this though, honestly, like I said, I got back to 3, so I lost like $100. I'm gonna go ahead and blend this whole account up, you know what I'm saying? Just because I believe in it based off this rejection. So the trade got to go. I don't see it coming way back down here, you know what I'm saying? I see us getting a bounce, pushing back up. And as you can see, we got about like 25 seconds left. And so we're in pretty good position. to see this thing play out. Let me zoom in. It's looking like it wants to finally turn around. And so we should be good on this trade right here. And that should put us up to about 500-600. You know what I'm saying? So we had to risk it, you know what I'm saying? But I was confident in the trade. 592. All right, so we actually made profit. Yeah, we made a pretty decent profit, y'all. So I did take an L right here, you know what I'm saying? But I had to pretty much risk it to get, you know what I'm saying, to the next level. But sometimes you got to do that. Like I said, sometimes this is what it takes for you to be able to grow your small account, but you have to be confident in the trade. Like I said, the reason why I was so confident in this one is based off what it's been doing, right? Go up, get pulled back, go up, pull back, continue up. And this is what it's all about, right? And then, like I told you guys, if you look and see where the candles are, this is usually where it rejects every time. Now, like I said, sometimes it takes a little longer to do it, a little longer to get there, but this is the back testing that I'm talking about. We'll find out where the candles are, right? Find out where they are, and then find out where they've been, all right? So if you look at the Keltner channel, which is this blue channel here, the top of this blue channel, you see this is where the candle usually sticks at, for the most part, between the top and the middle. And it usually goes up. You don't see candles all down here, right? On this, basically on this pattern. No candles down here, just between the top and the middle of the Keltner. So I know these moving averages are pretty much carrying it up. So yes, we got to pull back here, right here, but that's fine. You know what I'm saying? And so I just tell y'all to mark your stuff up, do it correctly, and then you'll be good. So this is 592, you know what I'm saying? Not all of them every time, you know what I'm saying? I be taking L's too, you feel me? Like I always tell y'all, keep God first, man. And Lord willing, I will see y'all in another video.
Going to different locations, how they got when I need some direction. Me and Vinci go up every session. Cook it up, yeah, you know it's no pressure. Yeah, you know how we do what we all in. We can slow up and you never catch.